So it's just going to be a quick update. Just wanted to point out one or two important things. As everyone knows, there's an ongoing issue there now, a couple of years now, let's be honest about it. I was told a while ago that I need to watch out, that there could be a certain kind of listening devices around the area. And I know this makes me paranoid by even talking about this, but I made a video 2 days ago, and I spoke about this idiot of a neighbour, right? That's been kind of harassing myself and my wife since 2020, being honest with you. And I told about how he's following me from room to room, banging on the ground and tapping on the floor. And now he hasn't done this in a long time. To be honest, I don't really know, because we have kind of earphones in and kind of like Bluetooth devices kind of for TV, so we don't have to listen to this kind of fool, being honest with you. But I purposely spoke about this 2 days ago, and but I didn't upload the video as they thought I was going to. And sure enough, as soon as I stopped videoing, this dope then starts with he's kind of following me from A to B all over the apartment again, banging on the floors and kind of like basically kind of harassing kind of myself and my wife, and kind of every time my daughter tries to go to sleep. This is an ongoing thing. You'd have to probably go back through my videos, but there's a serious risk because of the stuff I'm talking about of listening to voices or being set up. I'm already after having drugs planted in my home. I'm already after having kind of Gardaí mishandled multiple parts of my case. And what I'm talking about was very, very kind of serious when you think about it. There's a load of stuff. They're trying to make me look like a paedophile. Let's be honest about it. That's what's really happening. But they want to kind of spread all this stuff around, right? But they don't want anyone reporting it. Like that in itself should be a red flag to people. And I'm going to talk about all that during the week. And had an addiction kind of to porn kind of years ago, and kind of comes with the whole kind of cocaine thing. So it's an embarrassing thing to talk about. So they talk by spreading this that I won't speak about this kind of stuff because, as I just said, it's embarrassing. But I'm going to talk about it. I just want to make a quick update there. Someone pointed out something to me there, and regarding a certain case, right, in Waterford that's ongoing, right. If that person, right, let's just say that person was pleading guilty, right, and he pleaded guilty, right, so he shouldn't be on the grounds of the charity. Fair enough. Obviously, we'd all agree on that, right, that he shouldn't. But yet, he was on the grounds a couple of months ago. And that's not even bringing into account the multiple promotions that he's had to receive. But let's just say he's saying not guilty, right, which means that he still shouldn't be on the grounds of the charity. Am I right there? Because if it was a teacher in the school, he wouldn't be on the grounds of a charity until he was found not guilty in a courtroom. So why was he on the grounds in the last couple of months there? So 2 months ago he was on the grounds again up there. Now this is an ongoing thing. He's had to been up there multiple times. But the board, people on the board are accountable now for this kind of. This is what I've been saying, that this shit has been covered up for years, right? And let's just say, right? Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt, and he says that, oh, it's consensual, right? What happened was consensual, right? So he still breached the code of ethics. So what's he doing on the grounds of the fucking charity, being protected by people on the board? This is my point. Do you know what I mean? He's clearly being protected by Waterford Gardaí and by people on the board up there, which I can't really get into. I will further down the road. But there you go. And even if he was saying not guilty, so he's saying, right, this girl is making this up. Is that what's been said? That this girl, he's going to put this girl now through all of this, do you know what I mean? On top of fucking everything else, he's going to say that she's lying. Like all the other girls, they were also lying as well, were they? Even though the DPP said there wasn't enough evidence on certain cases and all this, they didn't say it didn't happen. They just said there wasn't enough evidence. So were all these girls also lying? Do you know what I mean? That they all decided to fucking choose one person randomly and accuse them. Do you know what I mean? But yet the behaviour was all the same. The whole grooming aspect of what went on was all the same. It was identical. Brought off for spins, showered with affection, fucking promised jobs, all this kind of stuff. And this went on under the nose of people fucking on the board up there. And this is my point exactly. So he's either guilty, and he shouldn't have been on the grounds of the fucking charity, which he was the last kind of couple of months. He's been up there like non-stop, if I'm being honest with you, right? Or he's not guilty. I know the code of ethics from psychology and all this. He would be temporarily be suspended till the outcome of the case. That's usually the way it works. But he's been up there on multiple times. But this is going back years, remember. This is going back years. And as I said, like, they know what he was carrying on it. So it's like one of three things. He's either guilty, right? Which means he shouldn't have been on the grounds of the charity. And by him being on the grounds of the charity recently, someone on the board and the charity are accountable for this fucking breach in protocol, right? He's saying he's not guilty, which means he still shouldn't have been on the grounds of the charity until the outcome of the case. That's fair enough. We're all aware of that. Or he's saying that this girl is misleading people, or it was consensual, say. And even if it was consensual, he still breached the code of ethics. So he shouldn't have been promoted. He shouldn't be on the grounds of the charity. And those that have facilitated him should also be investigated. Do you know what I mean? And this is going to get a lot messier. As I said in my last video, they're trying everything and that in there now. No, they're actually trying to do. I'm going to speak about this because I uploaded something regarding the whole gang stalking thing there, just to kind of give people insight of what's really going on. This is all began now by a member of fucking Waterford, Tussla, being honest with you. She's a subcontracted doctor, Dr. Ann Cardy. I'll speak about all of this now in the coming weeks. And this is some crazy stuff. And I'll be speaking about my ex because this ultimately started all this crazy stuff. Dropping the kids down so she can spread this shit. Sure, that'll only be a red flag. Why would you be dropping 2 girls down? Do you know what I mean? Think about it. To spread all of this stuff. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So either I was a danger to the kids and she was endangering the fucking kids. So what kind of a mother would do that? Or maybe she's not that kind of a person and she knows something that nobody else knows. And she knew that the kids were actually safe with me. Now, how would she know that the kids were safe with me? Do you know what I mean? Realistically. But I'm going to speak about all of that. But what's going on there now, right? You won't believe this. You have these dopes following me around who are subcontracted with Waterford Council. Because of all this pornography shit that was spread, 2 members of Waterford City Council, they thought I was living at my mother's. They left themselves into my mother's, Roisin Doherty, Leo Kennedy, and they got caught searching. This was covered up by Joe Daniels. Waterford City Council has pulled every string imaginable from every person they have subcontracted in an effort to follow me around and try and push me out of town. Do you know how low they're after stooping? And you won't believe this. They're bringing their fucking daughters around in their car to point me out on the street. That's how fucking desperate these fuckers are to try and keep a lid on this. And I know that sounds crazy. Look into all this gang stalking. Just read what I put up and look into it. This is 100% true. And I'm going to point out something here. I have to say, it has to be mentioned that the influence from certain members of Sinn Féin in an effort to fucking protect all this corruption has to be called out. It's an absolute joke. To think that a party with so much Irish history behind it has been so kind of diluted in the past 2 decades to a fucking, I don't know, it's a shell of what it was. But there's members of Sinn Féin hiding behind the party. I'm not blaming all of Sinn Féin, but there's members within Sinn Féin and Waterford hiding behind the party, and they're assisting this corruption. And they also assisted what went on with Children's Group Link. Some of the girls are threatened with the IRA. It's as simple as that, and I've spoken about this in previous videos. And I'm going to speak about this in the upcoming kind of weeks, hopefully, and kind of, I know I've been saying it the whole time, but I will speak with my wife about all this. I'm not sure if you can hear that clown above me bouncing a ball there, but I'll speak about all of this as well. But I just wanted to point that out. So by him being on the grounds whatsoever and being promoted when they knew what he was after doing, right, whether it was fucking consensually, right, or whether it was illegally, it was still wrong. It was still ethically wrong, and he should have been removed. And now people on the board are accountable, are they not? Why shouldn't this be investigated? What's the big deal with that being investigated? Do you know what I mean? And see all the stuff you're pointing out and saying about me and all that, that should also be investigated. Do you know what I mean? And I'm open to having that investigated first before you investigate anything else. And I'm going to leave it there. And the reason I was talking so quick is because I've only 10 minutes on these fucking TikTok videos. And if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel for the coming weeks, you'll see what I'm talking about, because I'll be uploading longer videos on that. So I'll leave it there. And that's about it, I think. Thanks. Bye.